Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the season of Aquarius reading. And so what I mean by that is this is a time frame of the sign of Aquarius, which is going to be from January 22nd all the way until February 21st. So you guys can view this reading a couple of different ways. Either you're an Aquarius or you have Aquarian somewhere in your chart. Maybe you just kind of want to know what's going on in this time period, or maybe you're wanting to watch this because you know an Aquarius, you want to know what's going on with them. But I associate, well, not I, the tarot cards all have a particular astrological influence to them. And so in tarot, the star or the card of Aquarius is the star. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, it's the star. And the star's energy is all about healing. It's also about renewal. It's about hope. It's about the stars aligning. It's about wishes fulfilled. It's about divine guidance. So all of those energies are what we're going to be focusing on here today for this reading. And of course, we're just going to basically see what needs to come through for this time period for anybody watching the video. And if these messages don't resonate with you, that's because the reading was not for you. So just go ahead and skip it, and maybe I'll tap into your energies next time. So I'll go ahead and let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle, of course. And if you guys are interested in anything that I've created as far as my decks are concerned, just go ahead and go to the link in the description box below, and you guys can find my decks there. If you guys are international, email me. I'll also put my email down there, and I'll email you guys a special link to order. All right, let's get started. So let's go ahead and tap into some energies here. I just kind of feel like using the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle that I created just to kind of get some topics for this reading, just to kind of see what Spirit wants to bring forth immediately. Kind of like signs from Spirit, you know, what's the spiritual guidance? What is Spirit trying to tell us during this time? What do they want us to focus on? Then we're going to go ahead and clarify these things with some tarot. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to draw 5 topics. We've got feathers, protection, beautiful. I mean, the star is definitely about divine guidance. Love it that it's coming through. We have clinging, though. So Spirit wants us to talk about something that we're clinging to. So this, of course, can fall under the category of healing, things that we need to heal from, that there's hope beyond this clinging. Oh, wow, morning. Look at this. This is about healing for sure. So it could be that we're that we're clinging on to something that we need to let go of during this time. That could be it for some of you, okay? It could be that you've already lost something and you're clinging on to the sadness. You're clinging on to, you know, some of the more lower vibrational energies of grief connected to this person or situation. Kind of like what has fallen away, you're still trying to cling to, and you're still mourning for this. And I love that we have feathers, which as in your angels, your guardian angels, your spirit guides are with you during this time, helping to lead you towards healing and the light. And so I love that this is all embodying the stars card. Beautiful 888, you guys. If you guys see 888 during this period, this is telling you here, it's promising. Do you see this person is sitting there and they're looking at the stars? I mean, that's amazing to me. New opportunities and abundance are coming your way. Exactly. After this, there's like this mourning period is leading you towards a new opportunity. It's leading you towards more abundance, okay? But as long as we're clinging to something, it's hard for new opportunities to surface. And we have service. So this is about working. This is about working on ourselves. This is about maybe how we can be of service to other people. I almost feel like Spirit is saying here, this is how we're serving you during this time. It's a little combination of everything. So why don't we go ahead and tap into the different energies here and just kind of see what the messages are. Let's go ahead and use the Moonchild Tarot cards for some of these messages here. These are very difficult to shuffle, so I'm just going to separate them real quick. Make smaller piles. Really shuffle those suckers. Love these cards, but a little difficult to shuffle. All right. So I'm going to put these right here, and we're also going to include some Work Your Light cards here because I want to see what some of the oracle messages are. This is also from the same artist of the Moonchild and Starchild Tarot. I'm just going to put them right here. Okay. Feathers, protection. What does Spirit want us to know about this? How are we being protected? 5 of Pentacles. This is very significant, you guys. The Five of Pentacles can embody anything. I mean, literally, we could be feeling shut out in the cold from a person, a situation, some sort of an organization, a job. Five of Pentacles is definitely an energy where we're feeling down and out. So you're being protected during this time of feeling down and out. If you are worried that you're not going to have a place to live, that you're, you know, your lease is up and something like that. If we are worried during this period of time, what Spirit is saying is that we've got your back. We are protecting you during this time. Advice: trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So what they're telling you here is trust your gut, trust your intuition, you know? So obviously anxiety comes through. That's also a niggle, meaning that we've got to trust that if something doesn't feel right, or if something just kind of feels like, I'm not sure, we do have to trust those feelings. But overall, what Spirit is saying is that we are being protected. We are being protected while things seem to be falling apart. So hopefully that message resonates with some of you out there. Let's go ahead and go into clinging. What is the message regarding clinging? We're clinging to a Knight of Cups. So it could be a male or a female. It does not matter. We actually have a female in this card, but there's definitely somebody that we're clinging to. We're clinging to an emotion that we feel with another person, okay? So it's emotions are tying us. They're keeping us stuck. They're keeping us from being able to move forward. We have play. So what Spirit is saying is that, you know, you might be in this energy here where you're just really clinging to this idea or this, and it doesn't have to be a fantasy about someone, but you're clinging onto your emotions that are tied to this person. And what you really need to do is you really need to just have fun. It says, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious about this situation. And it could be that, you know, we're looking at the situation and we're really clinging to what we want to happen in it. And it might just be that maybe it's not the right time, or maybe for some of us, it's just not the right situation for us. Regardless, what Spirit's saying is that we've got to get into the energy of playful fun, happy energy, raising our vibration, because clinging to it isn't helping us. It's not helping us to heal. It's not helping us to feel good. It's actually really taking away from the happiness that we could be experiencing at this, you know, during this time period. So this leads us now to mourning. I wonder if it will be connected. I don't know. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, it may not be that this mourning is about a lover at all, or, you know, somebody that you have romantic feelings for. This could be connected to some of you have just lost a family member, because the Ten of Pentacles to me is family. It's ancestors. It's tradition. It's, you know, your family. Family reunions, you know, just big family is what I'm trying to say. That could be it for some of you. Now, for others, your Ten of Pentacles, your happiness, your home, your marriage, your commitment, you know, your situation, your children, something like that could have come to an end. Some of you may be going through a divorce or a separation with somebody. So just take the message as it resonates with you, but there's definitely a mourning over something that has been built, or some kind of a connection that was solid at one point, and now that seems to be either over by death or over by just it's over now. So it's definitely a significant ending, you guys, for sure. We have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So this is like the Akashic records, okay? And so the Akashic records are things like experiences that we're meant to have in order to shape and mold who we are in this existence. Things that we're going to learn from, experiences that we're going to learn from in this life. I'm just getting that whatever it is that you're going through, you're meant to go through this. This is a part of your learning process. It's in the Akashic records. This has already been written. This has already been predestined for you, that you would experience this loss, because it's supposed to help and shape and mold you in this lifetime. So Spirit's saying that even right now, like the star, you are being divinely guided right now. The stars are aligning for you. Even though it might not feel that way right now, the stars are aligning for you during this period of time. Now that brings us to 888. So if you guys are seeing eights during this period of time, this is some significant information for you from the divine. Oh my God. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. This card is the card of somebody who is feeling very abundant. They're feeling independent. They're feeling a lot of self-worth. They're feeling very satisfied with where they're at. So we did go from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Totally opposite energy. If you've been down and out, this is going to change. If you have been feeling low vibration, if you've been feeling sad, this is going to change. New opportunities for you to feel good and independent are on the horizon for you. So if some of you are feeling like you're at that dead-end job, dead-end relationship, or you're just at the bottom, you've been dumped, you've been fired or let go, or whatever the situation may be, there is an opportunity on the horizon for you that you are going to be doing just fine. So this is literally Spirit's way of saying, hang in there, all is going to be okay. This is also an energy too of self-employment. So if some of you have been wanting to make that transition and do something on your own, there's an opportunity during this period of time that will help you to get in that, kind of get aligned within that energy, for sure. Beautiful. All right. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So again, I get some very independent energy here. Somebody that's doing their own thing. Your inner, like your intuition is basically guiding you at this point as to what this is. You know what this is. Pay attention to your intuition. You're being called right now to lead. You're being called right now to step up your game in the world, in the financial world, or just with your healing. Because not only do I see the Nine of Pentacles as a abundant card, as in the material, because it is a Pentacles energy, it's my card of self-worth. It's about feeling really, really good about yourself, regardless if that has something to do with that you're doing financially better, or that you're just maybe just physically feeling better, or maybe you're just emotionally feeling better. All I know is that you're being called to step up and take a leadership role. So if there's any kind of energies to where you're feeling insecure and you're not feeling good enough, or you're just kind of feeling like, I can't do that, it's time to get into this energy of, you know, working on yourself in that sort of way to help you feel good, because you're going towards abundance. That's all I can say. And you better get ready. So if you've got any kind of issues where you don't feel good enough, or you feel like you don't look the part, or whatever the deal is, it's time to start getting these things in alignment, because some kind of major energy is on the horizon for you. And now that brings us to service. Ten of Swords. So to me, what this is saying here is that, yes, something has ended. There's definitely an energy of ending. Some of you could just be dealing with the aftermath of the ending, or there could be a painful ending during this period of time. But the Ten of Swords is that energy where it's the end of the cycle. Something is gone. Something is, it's the end of the road. So we've got no choice but to pick ourselves up. And sometimes that's just an energy of fake it till you can make it. Put that apron on and get to work, because it's not a time for you to lay there and die. It's not a time for you to lay there with those swords in your back, feeling like a victim and feeling like you can't move on. So Spirit is saying, no, it's a time for healing. And sometimes healing can come in the form of helping other people. Okay? So they want you to remember that. Last message from this oracle. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. Beautiful. So again, if you feel like you just, oh, I can't do it. I can't get out of bed. I can't do it. Sometimes showing up for other people and being of service to other people is what's going to pull you out of that energy. It really is. Okay. And that's what's also going to help you to refill that well up again, because you might be feeling pretty crappy here, that you've just been stabbed in the back, that you've just been, you know, the swords have been put in your back and you just feel like you can't even move. So what I'm getting here is that you've got to pull yourself out of this energy. And sometimes by being in the service, or the service of other people, helping other people, you know, charity, just giving your time, donating your time, or just being there for a friend, that can really change your vibration. So I'm just getting that you're being service up to other people, or just, you know, working towards a goal, whatever this is, it's really going to help you to refill that well that is obviously, you know, depleted from this Ten of Swords energy, this ending. So all these messages really played into each other, especially if you guys are going through a major transformation, a major challenge, a major ending during this period of time. Spirit is definitely on your side to help you every step of the way, to bring you to what is meant for you, something better, and also your healing and how to get there during this period of time. So let's go ahead and get some other messages here. Let's just see what might be I mean, I feel like what came through here already is a good indication of how we're being blocked. We're obviously feeling anxiety. We're feeling like we can't maybe let go of a certain situation or a feeling, and it's really causing us to feel low vibrational. But I did see more energy that was saying that, you know, Spirit's really helping to guide us to the next step. And there's some opportunities that are going to present themselves that are really going to help us and show up at the perfect time. So I don't know. I just kind of feel guided to just pick some other decks, and we'll just pick some topics and just kind of maybe just make this a free style reading. You know, sometimes I just like to do readings like that where I don't have a specific outline. So this right here is the Divination of the Ancients. Actually, let's go ahead and see what some future energies are. Some energies on the horizon for us. We have clouds, mystical. Clouds usually in Lenormand are dark and gloomy, but these clouds are mystical clouds. So this is telling me here that whatever cloudy energy you've been in, things are about ready to change. Stars are aligning. Look at this. Do you see? So this is about Spirit is basically leading the way in a very mystical way for you during this time. We also have dice gamble. So this is not a time to just kind of sit back and do nothing. It is a time to get out there and start living again and take a chance. So if some of you have been through a very painful situation where somebody has stabbed you in the back, because I always have to consider that when I see the Ten of Swords, that you've been stabbed in the back. And when we've been stabbed in the back, it's very difficult to pick ourselves up and to go into new situations where it's going to require us to trust people. Sometimes people are just like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can ever trust anyone again. I don't think I can ever go there with somebody again. But I'm seeing you must. You must. We also have interpretation. And it's really about the way that you interpret the situation. Are you interpreting the situation as in, you know, this happened to me, this horrible thing happened to me, it's not fair, this person really victimized me, this person, you know, is horrible, this person is awful, this person is a devil. And I'm just using some examples of some things that we can sometimes tell ourselves. But our interpretation could be a little bit different, as in, you know what? Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe this is actually pushing me towards my destiny. Maybe this is pushing me towards something better for me. Maybe something had to end with this person so something new can happen for me on the horizon. So it's all in the way that we look at it, you guys, is what I'm getting here from Spirit, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the Mariel Tarot cards. Again, another deck that's difficult to shuffle on its own. All right, let's get some energies for that mystical Four of Discs. I'm just getting here that whatever it is that we're holding so tightly to, we have to be able to expand our horizons. We have to be able to look at things in a different perspective. So whatever has been gloomy, whatever has not worked for us in the past, there's no reason for us to get dead set in that mindset that things are going to be challenging, things are going to be hard, things are always going to be this way. So Spirit's really telling us that we've got to kind of get out of that cloudy energy and start to see that there's magic, start to see that things are happening for a reason. There's no, again, reason to cling. We already got the energy of clinging in this reading. Four of Discs, Pentacles, is an energy where we're clinging tightly to something and we don't want to let it go. So what Spirit is saying is we got to expand. We've got to look at things in a different way. We can't hold on tightly to a mindset. Clouds to me are like thoughts. We can't hold on tightly to that mindset. If we do, then it's really difficult for us to be able to move forward into new experiences. And I'm just seeing that we're being led at this time to open ourselves up to new experiences and to more playful energies. It's not a time to stay hung up on the past. It's not a time to stay hung up in our thoughts to say, you know, nothing will ever change for me. So again, this is a healing time of the star during this period of time. It's a time for us to basically heal any negativity or anything that's just holding us down and holding us back. Dice gamble. Oh, wow. What I'm getting from this, you guys, because remember, what are we mourning? We're mourning the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Discs. That already came up in the reading with the urn. So the fact that that was there, and what I really picked up on that is that it might have been the death of a dream. It might have been the death of something that just should have worked, where you just had it all and then just something came in and it just took it all away. And it could have been a physical death for some of you. but it's a gamble. Do not let that situation cause you to lose hope for your future, because what I'm seeing here is that you must take a risk. You must take a gamble in order to get this for yourself again. This is not the end of the road for you. That's not the end all situation, what's happened to you. There's still hope on the horizon for you that you will either regain this in the situation again, or that this will be an entirely new situation. So if you want 10 of Discs, which is commitment, the long-term family, this is about, being set up for life. This is about retirement. This is about working towards a goal to where you're like, sitting pretty at the end. You got to take some risks though to make this happen. So Spirit's telling you, whatever didn't work before, it may not have been meant for you. So you've got to interpret things and see things a little bit differently. Because if we stay stuck to our old ways of thinking, we're not going to be able to take a risk and gamble and go towards a new experience or try something different to get that 10 of Discs. Because some of you may not have had that abrupt of a loss, but it may be that whatever you've been working towards, like a goal, just didn't seem to work out. And it could just be that we've got to change our thinking. We've got to kind of shift our vibration a little bit in order for us to get back on track with our goal. And that happens sometimes. We have goals. We have certain things that we are wanting. And sometimes we need to tweak our plans a little bit in order for us to just kind of bring in some fresh energy, see things from a different perspective, and then we carry on and then we keep working towards our goals. So it just might be a little bit of a delay for some of you, a delay to the 10 of Discs. It doesn't mean that you will never have that 10 of Discs energy in your life, So the energy and the opportunity is definitely there for those of you that are watching this video. But the way to get there might have been changed. The game might have changed when you weren't looking, or Spirit just kind of threw a wrench in the plans for whatever reason. But your 10 of Discs is still your goal. And Spirit's saying that you've got to take a risk. Don't let old ways of thinking or your experiences so far keep you from your ultimate goal. Okay? And now we have interpretation, palmistry. See? If some of you are looking to have a family, if some of you are looking to go in that energy of 10 of Discs where you want a family, I'm telling you here, it's all in the way that you're interpreting the situation that might be holding you back from getting what it is that you truly desire. The way that you're thinking about things, the way that you're interpreting how things need to be in order for you to get to this goal needs some tweaking. But if it doesn't have to do with babies, because this is just like the beginning, the beginning of an enterprise, an idea, the growth of your idea. So this could be a relationship, this could be a baby, this could also be a project or your business. All I know is that this energy, 10 of Discs, is yours for the taking. But how you're going to get there may have changed a little bit. So you got to make sure that you keep your mind open and that you're not narrow. Because see how narrow this path is? Suddenly become very narrow and rocky, and it looks like, oh my gosh, we're on like a decline, we're going to fall off. There's something that's like the way that we're looking at it. We're going about things the difficult way. We're going about things, we're making things harder for ourselves than they need to be. And Spirit is telling us, step out of your comfort zone, step out of your head and get into this energy, because this is available to you. It's available to everybody. But you might be making things harder than they really need to be. And there's something that wants to grow. And it's in the material world. It's either a baby, it's a relationship, or it is a project, an idea. So it's yours for the taking, but it's all in the way that you are interpreting the situation. You might be standing in your own way, like you're your own worst enemy at this point. You're overthinking things. You're overanalyzing. You're getting in the way of what is ultimately yours. So we've got to let go of these fixed ideas that we have, that we keep telling ourselves, that won't work because of this and because of that. Negative thinking, trapped thinking, old ways of thinking. These things have to be let go and changed. We have to see that there is much more to life than what we are currently seeing right now as well. Okay, there's something else out there. It's almost about changing, because I have Discs energy here. Discs are earth energy, and earth energy is all about practical. It's time to almost kind of get your head a little bit in the clouds. Start to kind of put on those mystical glasses and start looking at life through more of a spiritual lens. There's so much more to what you are experiencing or seeing right now in the physical. Like, this is almost like an energy here where we might be trapped in 3D thinking, that it might be very difficult for us to wrap our head around maybe bigger, just more expansive conceptions, or I don't know why I'm having a hard time. I can't think of the words that I want to use, but you know what I'm saying. We've got to open up our minds. We've got to expand our minds. We have to elevate our minds, like that 90s song, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead, and I think that that's beautiful, the messages that came through here. So let's go ahead and just keep going through the same exact setup here and just see what else. Because people watching these videos, you may resonate with some of these messages and you may not resonate with others. So I just like to kind of continuously bring things up. Let's go ahead and see, like, if you guys have been dealing with a person, let's just say a love situation. Let's tap into love energy right now for some of you. Love situation. What's going on with that? What's going on with your love situation, your love life? This right here is the Oracle of Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. So this right here is going to be the energy. So let's just say you're thinking about somebody right now. This is how this person's energy is towards you at this present time. We have reflections. So they're taking time. They're reflecting. They're not sure how they feel. They're contemplating right now. They're trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to figure out the situation. So it's coming through as confused. Confused. They're not 100% solid on the idea of maybe you and them. Maybe there is also this energy here where they see a lot of themselves in you, and that might be hard and difficult for them to just kind of deal with. You might be triggering them in some way. This right here is called the Angel Tarot. Let's go ahead and get some energies here. Well, we have the Three of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. This could be friendships for some of you. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. This is a destined connection. So it's a part of your experience to come together with this person. And we also have strength. This is definitely an energy here where it's a test of strength. It's a test of courage. And somebody just may not have that right now. This is also an energy here. As you can see, she's looking the beast right in the mouth. She's facing her demon. She's facing that lion, that very, that very scary lion. She's taming the beast, though, as well. So I'm most definitely getting here that we've got two people that have come together, as in the Three of Cups energy. You've come together. Your souls have joined together. It has been a destined connection, destined event that you guys have crossed paths. But now what's happening here is there's a balancing that needs to occur. And people have to have the courage in order to face what they're seeing. So that's happening right now in your connection. Let's go ahead and see what this person has to say to you from their higher self. So whether you're with them, whether you're not with them, whether they're speaking to you, whether they're not speaking to you, doesn't matter. Let's just get the thoughts, the higher self thoughts of this person you're watching the video for, this section for. This right here is my Twin Flame Messages cards. I wish I could take back the things that I said. So maybe somebody's reflecting on the things that have been said, the words that they said to you, maybe the words that they didn't say to you. Maybe they said something too prematurely. Maybe they said something that was very hurtful to you. So they're reflecting on that right now. Okay. And when we're reflecting, we're looking at our shadow. We're looking at our dark side. And that's not always easy to deal with, right? The grass wasn't greener on the other side. So for some of you, this person may have left you. They may have left you for someone else, or maybe they left you because they thought they were going to be happier without you. And what this person is telling you is that actually the grass wasn't greener on the other side. It just was different. It was a different shade of green. It wasn't better. It was just different. And it could be that this is a part of this person's need to find themselves and need to reflect on the situation, to face their darkness, to now grow and become strong and courageous. Last message. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. So somebody's definitely in this energy here where they unfortunately could not be strong enough for this connection for you. They could not face their demons, or they're really struggling with this right now. So right now, this person may not be in your life, or if they are, they're not making a full commitment to you. Some of you, it might be that they can only offer you friendship at this time because that's my friendship card. But you've definitely come together with them in order to, your paths have crossed each other for a reason. It's a destined connection. But now we have strength. So strength is a test. It's a test of courage and strength. It's a test to look the demons, look the darkness in the eye, and basically balance out the energies between the masculine and feminine. Some of you could be dealing with the twin flame, especially when I have reflections, like which is a mirror, and then I have balancing of feminine and masculine energy, and then it's a reuniting of souls that are destined to come together. So we could be talking twin flame for some of you out there, but this could be a soulmate too, or it could even be karmic, however you guys want to label it. But this energy here is saying, I couldn't do right by you and I'm really sorry. I wasn't strong enough. If I left, the grass wasn't greener on the other side, or whatever it is that I'm looking at right now, it's actually not that great. And I wish I could take back some of the things that I said to you. I'm very sorry. So this person is from their higher self almost apologizing to you for either saying something or they just did not have enough courage and strength in order to face something. So right now they're trying to contemplate how they feel. They're trying to figure out what they want to do when it comes to just this life and with this connection with you. So I hope that helps some of you guys out there. And if it didn't resonate, it wasn't for you. So let's go ahead and get some energies here of, let's just basically close up the reading. Like, what's the last thing that Spirit wants to bring forth for some of you guys to close up this reading? And I hope that it wasn't the type of reading where it was just too all over the place and you just kind of felt like, you know, it just wasn't really structured. I don't know. Sometimes I feel things and I just didn't feel like structuring this. So if it didn't work, maybe it'll work next time. All right, so this is my Twin Flame Oracle. We have Understanding. We have Numbing. We have Twin Flame. What did I say earlier? There's definitely a Twin Flame energy in this reading. All right, so let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to talk about. They obviously want to talk about a Twin Flame connection, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and tap into this deck right here. Actually, I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling this one. This is the Alchemical Tarot. Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, what does Spirit want us to understand, or what are we needing to understand? I guess, which is the same exact thing that I just said. That's Seven of Swords. Everything happens for a reason. Seven of Swords is a card. What they also want you to understand is that if somebody has displayed Seven of Swords energy towards you, and that is going to be deception, lying, sneaking, not being on the up and up, being just kind of like that fox, kind of stealing that sword, just maybe even ghosting, you have to understand that people are at their own level of understanding. And so if they're not in touch with who they are, or they don't understand what it is that they feel, they might just flee because they are afraid. They are afraid of the intensity, perhaps, of this twin flame connection, you guys. So there's definitely something that Spirit is saying you need to understand, that this is just where this person is at their level of understanding right now. So if they've done something to you, it doesn't mean, oh, it's okay, just don't worry about it. No. But you have to understand that it's not as personal as you may be making it out to be. Because people usually have a tendency to look at people that lie to them or cheat on them or betray them in some way as, you know, they take it really to heart. And of course, why wouldn't you, right? Because it really affects you. But the person didn't do this because they think that you're a pile or that you're not good enough. No, there's something going on with them. That's their shit. It's not yours. Now, they may not be thinking that at this time, but they're going to come to this understanding that their behavior has more to do with them than it has to do with you. So if some of you are being projected at right now, or somebody's blaming you for their issues or their problems, try not to worry about that, because it is a part of their ascension process to understand that their own behavior is their own behavior and that it's not you. The problem isn't you, that it's them. And Spirit also wants you to understand that as well, okay? That's what I'm getting for understanding. Numbing. This is the Nine of Cups, you guys. Yeah, somebody is numbing out their true heart's desire, their wish. Somebody might not feel like they deserve love. Somebody really might just feel like they do not deserve to be happy. They may not know how to also share their cups, as in the 9 is like somebody that's on their own. The 10 of Cups is coming together and really experiencing the joy of a connected relationship or a family. Somebody's numbing out to this, and that's what Spirit wants you to understand. Also, Spirit's saying that while somebody is numb, let's say perhaps it's your twin flame, is numb and they're not wanting to let you in this experience, and it is a time for you to find yourself. This is a time for you to look out on the horizon and see what makes you feel happy. Because at the end of the day, you know, we do have to know how to make ourselves happy before, because sometimes we can rely on our twin flame for our happiness. And what Spirit's saying is that that's not the right thing to do. Because if you're feeling depleted and your cups aren't full, how are you going to get right within your connection? So be the leader in your connection. Find your own happiness, find your own way, and maybe you will help your twin flame to do the same. But all I know is that somebody is afraid of this wish. Somebody is afraid of this beautiful connection, this meant to be energy. They're really afraid of it. They're really afraid of being happy, okay? And because when we're afraid to be happy, what do? We sabotage that shit. And I see that's what this little fox is doing over here. And why is this fox doing this? Because they don't understand what this is. They don't understand why they're feeling this way. So they run. That's what they do. Twin flame. What does Spirit want us to know about twin flame? Wow, that this is meant to just freaking transform your life in the most significant way. If your twin flame connection has, ended, there is a resurrection. There is definitely the energy here of rebirth. It's had to end. The way that things were with you and your twin flame, it had to come to an end because this is the only way that people can transform. So this twin flame connection has literally transformed your life, and it has made you feel like death at some point. But guess what? Where there is death, there is rebirth. So it could be the energy that came up in the beginning of the reading, which is we're really clinging to something and we're really at that end of the cycle with maybe our twin flame, as in just something has ended and we need to let go rather than to cling. And we need to basically allow some kind of an energy to transform here. And it's hard for things to transform and grow if we're clinging tightly to them. So I feel like the energy here, rather than numbing out the experience of the twin flame and saying, well, fuck twin flames, or I'm done with this, I'm done with that. Try not to do that. Really try to see this as an experience, your own journey for a little bit of time. It doesn't have to be about your twin flame the entire time. It can be about you too. Contemplation. Knight of Staffs, which is the Knight of Wands energy. Beautiful. So the Knight of Wands energy is about an adventure. Contemplate your next adventure. Contemplate what you want to do. Do you want to travel? Do you want to, just kind of be free and just be full of life and an adventure? Spirit's telling you it's time for you to contemplate how you want to live your life from here on out. Do you want to allow yourself to be stuck with those 10 swords in your back, or do you want to go off on a new adventure and have some fun? We already saw that Spirit's energy was about have some fun, have some playtime, and settling. This right here is the Two of Pentacles energy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles energy. So the Two of Pentacles energy here is back and forth. What do I do? What do I do? Do I settle? So I'm seeing like this energy right off the bat. Look at this. Contemplating, settling. Do I settle for less? Do I settle in a situation that's safe? Or do I go on an adventure? Back and forth, back and forth. What do I do? I'm tossing up those two energies here. I don't know what to do. Do I settle or do I go off on an adventure? And what I will tell you is the energy that came through earlier was that you got to take that dice and you got to roll them and you got to gamble. So if some of you have been stuck and stagnant in a situation and you're just kind of settling for less than you deserve, or you're just settling in life, period, it's a time for adventure with that Knight of Wands energy. It's a time for you to take that risk. It's a time for you to make that gamble because you're not going to be living otherwise. So it's a time for you to go off on your own, perhaps, and basically see what it is that you really want. So if something is over with a twin flame dynamic right now, really utilize this time, really utilize this period where you just have this maybe downtime with your connection, and embrace all of the happiness and all of the adventure that life has to offer. Wow. Well, I thought this was a pretty good reading. I hope you guys felt the same. Again, just a bunch of information coming through, but hopefully you were able to get something positive from this reading. So anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for choosing to watch this if you did, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.